Let's learn to love ourselves. How is everybody doing? What's going on, everyone? 𝐋𝐄𝐆𝐀 here, aka your daily physique. I hope you're having an amazing day. If this is your first time joining me, I'm a lawyer, but at the same time, I'm a bodybuilder. There's something that I have to tell you. Before we do anything, we need to learn to love ourselves. I don't know if it's just me, but I sometimes struggle with loving myself. And what sucks is I don't even know why I feel this way towards myself. Sometimes I struggle with my appearance. Other times, I'm disappointed in myself for not living up to the potential I know I can be living. But you and I need to learn to love ourselves despite our innate nature to do the opposite. There are 3 point of references that I turn to when I need to remind myself to love myself. The first point of reference is found in the Bible, specifically Jeremiah 1:5, and it says, "Before I formed you, I knew you." That verse always resonated with me because it's hard to believe that the creator of this universe, that God knew my name before I was even born. The second one is a Psalms found in chapter 139 verse 14. It says, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You and I are reflections of God." And my last point of reference is one where you don't even have to believe in a God. If you think about everything that works inside of us, from our heart to our brain, to the way our heart pumps blood throughout our body without us needing to consciously do it, the way all of our organs just work in such conjunction, sort of like an orchestra. Every single organ has a role in our life, and everything just works together so miraculously for us to live life to the fullest, for us to dream big. That's something that I always hold on to and something that I turn my attention to when I notice that my self-love is diminishing. The thing is, when you're not practicing self-love towards yourself, you're doing yourself, as well as all those that you truly love and care about, a huge disfavor. If you don't love yourself, you won't want to change your life for the better. If you don't love yourself, you won't want to create good habits that will positively transform your life. If you don't love yourself, you won't want to stop bad habits because you won't see the need to. So I encourage you to be a little bit more patient with yourself. I encourage you to see the beauty in your reflection. And I encourage you to love yourself as you are. And if you need a song to remind yourself to love yourself, I got you. 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. 3, it is plain to see that you're the only one for me. And 4, repeat steps 1 through 3. 5, make you fall in love with me. If ever I believe my work is done, then I'll start back at 1. And if you haven't been reminded today, the universe was created for your pleasure. You will make a dent in this universe. And you, yes you, are irreplaceable. Alright everyone, so today's gonna be a pretty straightforward day. First, I'm gonna go ahead and review for the California bar, and then afterwards I'm gonna go ahead and hit a back workout. So if you wanna join me in today's journey, stay tuned. Alright everyone, I have exactly 78 days until the California bar examination. And without further ado, let's get straight to bar review. Alright everyone, welcome back. In reviewing for the California bar, I thought I'd share something with you that you might find interesting. The specific topic I'll be covering is adverse possession. Allow me to pose you a hypothetical. One day you get this brilliant idea. You look at your brother and you say, "Hey brother, there's an endless road to rediscover." You and your brother decide to build a house on the plot of land north to your farm. You and your brother use the new house as your primary residence for the next 12 years. The legal issue that arises is, do you and your brother now have title to that northern plot of land? Stay tuned to find out the answer to that question. In order to determine whether you and your brother now have title to that northern plot of land, we must first consider the rule that applies to the facts of this case. Here we will look at the adverse possession rule. The rule and the basic concept is possession for a statutorily prescribed period of time if certain elements are met. Ripen into title. To put it simply, if you use land that does not belong to you, but you use that land in a certain way and for a certain prolonged period of time, although you may not have had title in that land in the first place, you can later gain title to that land. The rule states that in order for possession to ripen into title, it must be continuous, open and notorious, actual, and hostile. The hypothetical, statutorily prescribed period of time one must possess the land in your state is 10 years. In applying the adverse possession rule to the facts of this case, here we know that you and your brother began living in that new house, and that new house became your primary residence, satisfying the continuous element. Next, we know that your house could be seen by anyone who passes by that land, satisfying the open and notorious element. We know that you lived in the house. We know that you took possession and made that house your primary residence. You didn't just build it and then let it sit. You actually took steps to live in it, to turn it into your primary residence, thus satisfying the actual element. And we know that you and your brother were adventurous that one day, and you began to build the house without notifying the actual owner. In other words, you didn't take steps to find the owner to let them know, hey, I'm building on your land. You basically just started building your primary residence on the land, thus satisfying the hostile element. The last requirement is that you and your brother must have lived and used and took possession in that land for 10 years or more. Here we know that you and your brother lived in that house for 12 years, satisfying the statutorily prescribed period of time. In conclusion, you and your brother now have title to the land through adverse possession. I hope you enjoyed that short law lesson, and I hope you learned something new. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I hope you did too. I'm done studying for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break now. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a back workout. So if you wanna join me in today's back workout, stay tuned. Everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that short back workout, and I hope you enjoyed that short law lesson. But most importantly, I want to encourage you to be patient with yourself. Loving yourself is no easy feat. I want to encourage you to see the beauty in your reflection. You are a reflection of God. You are a reflection of this universe. Magnificent, marvelous, and I want to encourage you to love yourself as you are. Don't start loving yourself when you start accomplishing your goals. Don't start loving yourself when you believe that you're living out a certain lifestyle. Love yourself as you are right now, in this moment. And with that being said, you know what time it is. It's time to get up off your phone. It's time to get up off your bed. And it's time to ride.